What's up, everyone? Welcome back yet again. Today we had a bit of a bigger move in crypto. Sadly, it's a bigger move down, but it was to be expected. We are currently a little bit below $70,000. Sadly, I had hoped we would hold that level. I'll talk a little bit about that. I'll talk a little bit about Solana again, but more altcoins in general and my expectation of them. Other than that, I will be going over some positive news as well. Yeah, that's basically it. Just a short update today. I also will be doing a bigger video tomorrow. I think I will be creating a video about trading on BITUNIX. Several people asked me about this. And yeah, we'll do some small trading. I'll just do tiny trades, but just show you the process to make sure you don't lose money, to make sure you know what you are doing. And especially beginners, it'll be hopefully a very good video for you. That will be coming tomorrow. I will do a short update now. And yeah, it's getting quite late here. So yeah, no longer than that today. But let's get into the video. Before I do that, though, once again, I'm just a guy sitting in his room trying to make money online. Yeah, be aware of that. Do your own research. Everything I say, take it with a grain of salt. Do your own research. Look for your own opportunities in markets or whatever. I can be terribly wrong. I have no crystal ball. I'm just saying what I think will happen and reacting to that. All right, let's get into the video. All right, here we are back again at CoinMarketCap once more. Yeah, Bitcoin, red day today. Crypto market in general, red day today. In quite a bit red, actually. It's sad to see because we were finally starting to see a bit more in that total market cap, but sadly, people taking profits. This is exactly what I expected, though. Maybe a few days early, but I expected this to happen because of the election. Now, going into the election, people speculating that Trump will win. Trump is good for crypto, so people start buying because good news for crypto. However, it's like I said, it's a typical case, buying the rumors, selling the news. Well, people have gotten a little smarter than that, so they start to sell the news before the actual news. That's what I think, amongst other things, is fueling this dip, and basically people taking profits. People have been longing, and now the shorts are coming in. They've seen a massive pump up, and they want to capitalize on a short movement. And the more people do it, the more it becomes self-fulfilling, and the more it will happen. The more it will dip. Now, I'll get into the chart in a little bit, but as we see, market cap is down. Fear and greed index actually pretty much the same, which I still, once again, I still think it's quite good. We're not seeing extreme fear. We're not seeing extreme greed. It's still edging on the edge of greed. So in all, that's pretty good. If this is the max we drop and we start building a little bit again, then that would be actually quite good. Obviously, there's a lot of news in the world which can influence this, but overall, I think if we exclude much of the news, if we just focus on the price action itself, I think it's pretty good. I did read this little bit just now. I'm not sure if it's true. If Mr. Beast has actually done this, he wouldn't be the first one, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot more are doing this actually. And yeah, it's unfair, it's cheating, it's stealing basically. But yeah, well, once again, I'm not sure if he did this. I'm not blaming anyone, but this happens every day with rug pulls. And a lot of tokens being dumped and people left holding the bags and whatever. And yeah, it's a sad byproduct of the crypto world being unregulated. Not to say that this doesn't happen in the stock world either with penny stocks and whatever. But yeah, that's, if he did do it, I hope they they prosecute him or try to get some money back or whatever. But once again, I'm not sure if it is, but I do know he's a big name, and this could negatively affect the market overall as well. The same as the article below that. Will he resume this Binance CEO position? Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I was him, I wouldn't. You're just putting a bigger target on your back. I think he has plenty of funds left. I would try to find a different project, but all I look at is the headline, and yeah, it I don't know. It could be bad news. It could be good news, but it's news, and it's impactful news overall. That being said, on the 7-day, we're actually still a little bit up on Bitcoin. Everything else, yeah, it's a bloody day today. And if we look at the bubbles, oh, that is a red chart. Very red. The weekly as well. And the SPX coin still is up apparently. But overall it's red. We had Solana still a little bit up. Good to see. But yeah, this is the red spike. But even still then, like Solana 300, well over 300%. It's still pretty good. It's still fine. This is just why dollar cost averaging in your long-term holdings is, in my opinion, the best way to go about this. Not just lump sum it in one go, because you could be buying at the all-time high and a token will drop over time, and it will take years before you're back at the point of profit. So if you are thinking about investing or buying anything, just do it bit by bit. Don't drop a bunch of money in and hope it'll moon. No, be smart about it. Protect yourself. Try to protect your equity. It's what I do. I try to buy a little bit every month in different products. I buy stocks. I buy crypto. Well, that's the big ones, but I buy some ETFs, buy some other stuff. It's just, yeah, spreading your risk is good, especially in crypto. It's better to be on the cautious side than to take a gamble, basically, because crypto is very close to gambling at times, especially with percentages like this. For everyone that does this, there's 10 that go the other way, that are negative. Well, you can't go negative 400%, but you can go negative 90% and stuff like that. Especially with those rug pulls I just mentioned. Yeah, you're just left holding with a worthless bag. And it's happened to me plenty of times, especially in the beginning. And it has taught me a lot, basically. It's very, very expensive learning money. But yeah, I've come to see it as a rite of passage. But I hope that everything I share with you makes you think about these chances, these opportunities. If something's gone up dramatically, it's very likely. It's also very likely for this token, no idea what it is, to be down next month 100% or 90% or 50%, whatever. It's very likely. Don't chase these extreme highs. Before, if you're lucky, you get them before they happen. After they happen, be very cautious. You will be left you will be left holding the bag, basically. All right, then we're back on the chart. So this is the daily chart on my BITUNIX. And as you can see, we had a big move up, and every progress we made is being canceled out again. This box was the lower resistance level at that time. This was a bit of a higher resistance level. This is the old all-time high. Might have drawn it a little bit wrong because I don't think we surpassed the all-time high. Yeah, that's the closing candle and that's the opening. Yeah, so it's good. We closed that day under the all-time high, so I've drawn that correctly actually. But let's magnify that. Yeah, this was our earlier resistance move back down. We bounced here and we went up. Now we see this move back down. Yeah, will we retest this level? I think so. I think we will get back to this point. We might see a little bump up here, move further down, and go all the way back to this level. Considering that the election for the US election is next week, I think we will see bigger moves. We will see more volume. That is the thing for sure. Or I'm sure about that we will see big volume spikes, but sorry, I don't think we will be breaking that 75k overnight. I also don't think we will be reaching these levels overnight. This will be a process, and either we go sideways a little bit, but I think we will see some movement around this level for now. Well, I'm trying to do the trading video tomorrow, and I might try to catch some movement around this level, and let's do a better prediction. Let's try to catch one and see if we can actually trade a little bit on this movement, on this big volume. And I also have my Bitcoin chart here. It's a bit cleaner on TradingView. So I explained about that golden level in my last video because I wasn't sure if it was support or resistance. The same could be said for this one. I might have deleted that actually the other line. Oh well, doesn't really matter for this video. Yeah, so I wasn't sure what this point would be, and I had drawn another line somewhere around here. Let's see, I think it was here at this level because we had some price action there and there, a little bit lower. Yeah, so we saw some price action around this level as well, and I like to verify my own charts with another chart, and sometimes you reach slightly different conclusions. It does look like it's stabilizing for now. We might see a little bit of a bounce back up, and like I said, we could start to go sideways. At least we haven't reverted completely back down. That could still happen, but seeing some sideways movements, it technically isn't bad either. We could try to catch some waves on it and start trading it. I do think that with the short term we still have in the year, maybe we'll see some action around November, but I guess it's kind of relating to the election now. Not necessarily who wins, but after the election we will see volume, like either someone who wins or loses, or Trump wins or Kamala wins. It doesn't really matter. Once that election result is out, people will be euphoric, or basically the fair greed index will shift and volume will follow. And if we go further down, we can catch these trades back up or down. Where is the pencil? Like if, let's say Kamala wins, it will break further down to here, maybe even here. We could then see these bounces up to this level, or a bounce up to this level, before we see a bigger push down, or before we see a bigger push down. I'm not saying this will happen, but I'm prepared for it. If it does, I will be trying to catch these waves. I will be buying around this level for sure. Maybe even here. It also depends on these big candles, these big volumes. How far does it get pushed straight away? If we, and let's say Trump wins, maybe Trump wins, make some crypto statement. Elon Musk tweets something. Who knows? Who cares? Let's say we move a little bit down in the following days and we bounce back up. We go back to this level. We reject it again, and maybe we break it on the second time. This could also be happening, and this is still somewhere in November. So this is also an option. This is also a possibility. If we do reach this level, me and a lot of other people will probably be taking some profits over their long-term holdings, which is what I will do. Try to get some money out, try to get some cash on the sidelines again, and wait for the inevitable next dip. There will always be a moment where the price dips back down and we get to buy Bitcoin on a cheaper price, basically. Now we have the Solana chart. I wanted to talk a little bit about that as well. Like we saw this line, which I drew. Like I'm not exactly sure where the candle was the last time on the last video. I think it was somewhere around here. But as you can see, we broke this little upwards trend. It could technically, it depends on how you draw it, but yeah, it could technically still be valid. But once again, if Bitcoin drops, so does Solana. It won't be holding this level. I'm fairly certain of that. This is where I drew the two golden lines. That's what I mean with the charts looking so similar. Even I get confused sometimes. But yeah, I think for Solana, we will be seeing some movement around this level. We could see a small bounce again. Like go this, and we might reject. Go a little sideways here. Something I expect to happen. Especially if we don't really get any impactful news. But once again, US elections, it's always a huge deal. Like all markets react to it. So, like I said, I'm not entirely sure if Trump will be that positive for Bitcoin. Honestly, I'm kind of skeptical. Yeah, some people say he likes Bitcoin, but I don't know. Trump's a businessman, and I don't think he ever says something without choosing his words, basically. But like I said, I don't know. I don't really care. I plan for both opportunities, and yeah, longer term, Bitcoin will always be going up, or always, at least for the foreseeable future. There's so much news about bigger parties getting in. I actually have this article open. MicroStrategy announces plans to raise $42 billion over the next 3 years to buy more Bitcoin, meaning they already hold Bitcoin, they buy more Bitcoin. And yeah, with this, there's loads of these articles of all these bigger parties, especially since these ETFs have been approved, which is basically a bigger step to enabling retail investors to buy Bitcoin more easily and more safely. Yeah, there's such a huge influx of money every year. Yeah, it's inevitable. Bitcoin will go up. It's a matter of inflation. This is something I also want to talk about in one of my future videos. Basically, the theory behind investing, that because of inflation, because of earnings, because of companies making money, reinvesting money, markets will always go up. It's the way our economy is built. Of course, there's always corrections here and there, and not just people taking profits, but companies going bankrupt. Look at what the FTX collapse did to the whole crypto world. But we're back at that point. We survived. We've weathered the storm. Crypto's back. So and it doesn't go just for crypto, for every market. So in the longer term, markets will always grow. So that's why I'm completely not worried about what Bitcoin does today. I'm thinking 10 years from now, we are laying the bricks today for over several years. That's how I view it. It's my personal opinion, but I'm fairly sure that I'll be right. And that means that if Bitcoin is going to be much higher in the future, whatever price we pay now is good. Doesn't matter if it's 5% higher or lower. Every buy we make is cheap. It's good. It'll be a good price. That's how I view it. But if you do have a different opinion or a different strategy, I'd love to hear it. I welcome it. I welcome discussion. Yeah, technically, I wouldn't be in crypto if I didn't believe it would be going up in longer term. But that's the deal for any market or any investment. Any investment you make, you want to see a return on your money, and this is how I think it'll go, how it will happen. And in the meantime, we're just trying to get the best price for to get the biggest profits in the future. That's kind of how I view it. All right. Once again, I said this would be a short video, but I think it's become quite a long video again. Like I said, please leave a like and subscribe on this video, and yeah, a comment if you have any good suggestion, whatever. Feel free to leave it in the comment section, and let's see you on the next one. Peace.